Describe something you own that you want to replace. You should say what it is, where it is, how you got it, and explain why you want to replace it.
All right. So today I'm going to talk about something I have that I'm really looking to upgrade. It's my old iPhone 6. To be honest, it's seen better days. It's currently sitting on my desk at home, just hanging on for dear life. I got this phone, well, it must be about 6 years ago now. It was a birthday gift from my parents. Back then, it was all the rage, you know, having the latest iPhone. I was over the moon when I received it, and it's been my trusty sidekick ever since. However, nowadays, it's pretty much on its last legs. For one thing, the battery drains ridiculously fast. I mean, I charge it fully, and within a couple of hours, it's almost dead. Not only that, but the screen is cracked in several places because, well, I'm a bit clumsy and have dropped it more times than I can count. It's incredibly sluggish as well, to the point where opening apps, browsing the internet, and even sending messages take forever. The main reason I want to get rid of it, though, is because I rely on my phone for pretty much everything. From staying in touch with family and friends to managing my work emails and even my banking. With this phone being so unreliable, I think it's becoming more of a hindrance than a help. Plus, I've heard so many great things about the new models, with their incredible cameras and features designed to, simplify daily tasks and enhance overall user experience. So yeah, while my iPhone 6 has served me well, it's high time for an upgrade to something more capable and efficient.
Describe a person you have met who you want to work or study with. You should say who this person is, how you met this person, how long you have known him or her, and explain why you want to work or study with him or her.
One person I'd really love to collaborate with is my classmate, Min. We got to know each other in a digital transformation class that's part of our business administration major at college. It's been around a year since we first crossed paths, and we've worked on several group projects together since then. The first time I encountered Min was in a team meeting for our class project. Initially, I was impressed by her presentation skills and her ability to articulate complex ideas in a simple manner. Over time, I've come to appreciate her even more for her problem-solving skills and her knack for innovative thinking. And why do I want to work with her in the future? Well, for one, she's incredibly proactive. She always takes the initiative, whether it's dividing up tasks or suggesting new approaches to solve a problem. Also, Min has a great sense of teamwork. She listens to everyone's ideas, gives constructive feedback, and is always willing to lend a hand if a team member is struggling. Moreover, her expertise in digital transformation is something I deeply admire. She stays updated with the latest trends and technologies, and she's not afraid to experiment with new tools and methods. This has been incredibly inspiring for me and has pushed me to expand my own knowledge and skills in this area. I believe that working with her in the future would be a fantastic opportunity to learn and grow, both professionally and personally.
Describe a place where you thought things were too expensive. You should say what the place is like, why you went there, why things are expensive there, and explain how you feel about the place.
Well, Starbucks at Saigon Center, a fancy shopping mall in the heart of Ho Chi Minh City, is a place where I found the prices surprisingly high compared to what you get, and especially compared to local Vietnamese coffee shops. So Saigon Center itself is a pretty upscale place. It's got loads of high-end shops and trendy boutiques, and everything about it just screams luxury. I went there with a friend because we wanted to treat ourselves to a nice coffee after a long day of shopping and exploring the city. We thought, hey, why not go to Starbucks? It's a famous spot, and we know the coffee is decent. Or at least that's what the food reviewers and influencers on TikTok said. When we got there, the place was packed with people, mostly tourists and expats, which wasn't surprising considering the location. But when I looked at the menu, I was shocked. The prices were way higher than what I was used to paying at local coffee shops. A simple cup of coffee costs almost double the price of a Vietnamese coffee, and it felt like a bit of a ripoff. I guess the reason for the steep prices is the prime location. You know, Saigon Center is a prestigious mall, and rent there must be sky high. Plus, they probably hike up the prices knowing that a lot of tourists are willing to pay more for a familiar brand in a foreign city. Honestly, it made me feel a bit annoyed. I mean, I get that you're paying for the brand and the convenience, but it still felt like they were taking advantage of the customers. On the other hand, the ambiance was nice, and it was a good spot to sit and relax. But yeah, still, I think next time I'll look for a local coffee shop with more reasonable prices and maybe even better coffee.
Describe a job you would not like to do in the future. You should say what the job is, how you know about this job, how easy or difficult the job is, and explain why you would not like to do this job.
One profession I would prefer to avoid in the future is being a nurse. Now, I know nursing is a really important job, and I have a lot of respect for nurses. They play such a crucial role in healthcare, but it's just not the right fit for me. I know quite a bit about this profession because my cousin is a nurse. She often shares her experiences with me, and while she finds it fulfilling, it's evident that it's a very demanding job. It's clear that not only do nurses need extensive medical knowledge, but they also have to be incredibly compassionate and patient. They face a lot of stress, especially when dealing with critical medical emergencies. Additionally, their schedules are quite hectic, including night shifts, weekends, and holidays, which I'm convinced must be extremely draining. The main reason I wouldn't want to pursue nursing is that I'm not comfortable with blood and medical procedures. Just thinking about giving injections or treating wounds makes me feel uneasy. I also value having a regular schedule and maintaining a good work-life balance. And the unpredictable hours that come with nursing wouldn't work for me at all. Again, I deeply respect the dedication and hard work of nurses, and I admire those who can do it and excel in it, but it's definitely not the career path for me.
Describe a time when someone gave you something that you really wanted. You should say, who gave it to you? What was the thing? When you received it? Why you needed it? And explain how you felt about it.
I'd love to share about a time when my sister surprised me with a book I had been eyeing for quite some time. The book is called Atomic Habits by James Clear. To give a bit of context, I've always been passionate about self-improvement and personal development, and I'd been hearing rave reviews about Atomic Habits from friends and online, but for some reason, I hadn't gotten around to purchasing it. My sister, who always knows me inside out, noticed this and decided to gift it to me. I received the book on the morning of my birthday during breakfast. My sister handed me a neatly wrapped package, and as soon as I tore off the wrapping paper and saw the cover, I was thrilled. It was like she had read my mind and knew exactly what I wanted. The reason I needed this book was because I was feeling a bit stuck in my routine and was searching for some meaningful changes. I had read that Atomic Habits offers practical advice on how to build good habits and break bad ones, which was exactly what I needed at the time. When I started reading it, I was immediately hooked. The book's insights and strategies were incredibly practical and easy to implement. It made me feel hopeful and energized about improving my life. In the end, I was really grateful to my sister for such a thoughtful gift. It wasn't just about receiving a book. You know, it was about the fact that she pays attention to my interests and gives me the push I needed to start making changes in my life. That book has since had a lasting impact on my life, and I often recommend it to others who are seeking to make positive transformations.